I think lately, and when I say lately, I mean probably over the last year I have. And that's only because my nephew is getting older, and he always be like, "Uncle, you really did this and you did that," and it's kind of funny because I think to myself like, "Man, that really happened." And so over the last year, I've looked back at things a lot more.
What moments really stick out for you?
Um, Winning Rookie of the Year, and then my second year when I hit the game winner in the playoffs. And the night I got drafted. I mean, I just watched that the other day on the internet, just like the draft night, the whole thing, and it was just like, man, this really happened. So it's just recently when I started to really look back at everything that's happened.
What drew you to look that back up, the draft night?
Cause like I said, my nephew, he's getting older, and I come in my room and he pulling up YouTube on my TV and stuff, and he doing it on his own. So it's funny, and when a lot of times I come in there, he'll be looking at stuff of me, like he'll be watching highlights and he'll be watching License to Lillard and stuff like that, and it's funny. But the episode he was watching of License to Lillard was actually it was an episode about the draft. And I sat there, and usually I come in there and be like, man, I take the remote from him and start watching something else. But I sat there and watched it, and I kind of caught it halfway through. But then I watched the whole thing by myself, and I was just like, that was it was pretty cool.
Did you get emotional?
I actually did on that one. I was just like, man, it's
Like
you kind of forget, because when I watched the video, I saw I saw how I looked. I saw how my hair was looking, and I saw the clothes I had on, and fake earrings, and I just saw the whole thing. And it took me back to that time. Coming out of college and not having much, and then it all changed. You know what I mean? And it's easy to grow and do all this stuff, and a lot of things change, and to forget a little bit, and it just took me back. It's crazy.
How old is he?
7.
Emotional like chills or emotional like tear up?
Emotionally, like almost tearing up.
Huh.
And it was just the whole vibe. Like in that episode, it was they showed me getting up and hugging my mom, and then it had my whole family was in the crowd, and they kind of put the camera on them, and then they had like a camera somewhere in Oakland with all my AAU program people that I grew up under, the neighborhood I grew up in. They had like a big party in Oakland, and there was a camera there, and there was a bunch of people, and they was all like getting emotional, and my name got called. So I had completely forgot about this video, so it was just emotional for me.
It's funny you say, and everything's changed. I don't think you have though.
I mean, I won't change, because everything that's happened for me and that's happened to me is because of the person that I've always been. I think one of my biggest strengths and one of the biggest things that work for me is just being who I am. You know what I mean? And that kind of pulls everything else in. So, um, like I said, it's just funny to look back and just be like, man, you get so focused on your job and getting better and getting this and getting that you kind of forget, man. It felt like it was a long time ago, and it's funny because it wasn't a long time ago. It was just 4 years ago, not even 4 years ago. And like I said, it was the stuff that I looked at that was like it was all over me, just like the way I dressed, the way I was, just how I was. It was just like I'm the same person, but it was everything. My life was different. You know what I mean? It was relationships were different. So I mean, a lot's changed.